Hello everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and you are watching News on Map India by Drishti IAS. In this episode, we will be discussing certain locations which has been in news in the past week, and these locations are from all across India and these can be important for your examination. So let's start, and we'll be moving further with certain MCQs. We have given you a practice question, we'll discuss that first and then we'll start with the questions of the day. Okay, so the practice question was, which of the following states have recently approved to notified Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh or Chhattisgarh? So recently when we are talking about this Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve, if you know this particular personality, Guru Ghasidas, he was there in Madhya Pradesh and the Chhattisgarh region. Okay, so by that you can eliminate at least two of the options. Okay, then we are left with Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Now this particular Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve, that is basically option D, Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh has recently approved this particular tiger reserve because there was this decline in the tiger population in that particular state, and that is why they have approved this Tamor Pingla as next you can say tiger reserve. Now this will be the third largest tiger reserve of our country. Okay, so that is Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve. Now moving further, here you can see that it is located in Chhattisgarh, and when we are talking about the other protected areas in Chhattisgarh, you can go through these areas. Important ones are basically your Achanak Mar. You know that there is this Achanak Mar Amarkantak. Okay, so that is the area which is having on the you can say it is on the border of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, that is there. Then you have Sanjay Guru Ghasidas National Park is there. Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve is also there. Okay, other than that also there are certain areas which you can go through. Indravati National Park is there. Kangar Valley National Park is there. So you can go through these areas. These can be important for your examination. Okay. Now coming to the first question of the day, that is, consider the following statement regarding Mahananda River. It originates from Darjeeling Hills in the West Bengal and flows through Assam, Bihar, Bangladesh. Statement 2 is it is tributary of river Ganga. Third is the Ganges river dolphin is found in the Mahananda River. You have to choose the correct statements. Okay. Now talking about the statement number 1, it originates from the Darjeeling Hills in the West Bengal. So we will be seeing on the map over here. Okay, it is when we are talking about the Mahananda River, see this is the Mahananda River over here. Okay, and it is originating somewhere over here. Okay, that is in West Bengal. So when we are talking about this particular map here, you can see when we talk about Mahananda, this is somewhere over here. It is originating from over here and then it is flowing like this to the West Bengal and then in Bangladesh. Okay, so we can say that it is not moving in the areas of Bihar or Assam. Okay, so coming to the statement 1 over here, it is originating from the Darjeeling Hills in the West Bengal. This statement is correct. Over till here it is correct. Then it flows through Assam, Bihar and Bangladesh. So no, it is not flowing through Assam or Bihar. It is actually merging with Ganga in India and then it is moving to Bangladesh. Okay, then so we can say that statement 1 is incorrect. Then second, it is tributary of river Ganga. Here you can see it is basically a tributary of river Ganga. This is Ganga. Okay, from Gangotri glacier Ganga is originating and then it is moving from the areas of, you can say here Uttarakhand and then Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, so that is there. You can say that it is a tributary of river Ganga. So statement 2 becomes correct. Then the Ganges river dolphin is found in the Mahananda River. So you can say yes, this is also correct. 2 and 3 is correct. So B would be your option. That is your answer. Okay, only 2. Now moving further, coming to the question number 2. Consider the following statements. The Tawa Reservoir lies within the Satpura Tiger Reserve and borders Satpura National Park and Bori Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, so we will be seeing that on the map. Second thing is, the Tawa River, the longest tributary of the Narmada River, is originating in the Mahadev Hills. Okay, so these are the 2 statements which we have to see now. Now coming to the first one, here you can see this is your Satpura National Park, this is Bori Sanctuary, and somewhere over here you have this particular reservoir. Okay, so that is there. We can say that it is on the border of these 2, Satpura National Park and the Bori Sanctuary. Okay, now here you can see the Tawa Reservoir lies in the Satpura Tiger Reserve and borders the Satpura National Park and the Bori Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, so that statement is correct, we can say. Okay, moving further, here you can see second one is the Tawa River is the longest tributary of the Narmada River originating in the Mahadev Hills. Okay, here you can see here somewhere over here we have Tawa. This is the tributary of, you can say, Narmada River and originating from the Mahadev. Okay, so here you can see this is the Tawa. Okay, and this river is having a length of 172 kilometers. Now this picture might be, you can say, some you can say misguiding, because the thing is this is not to scale. Okay, but the thing is this is the longest tributary. Okay, longest tributary of Narmada. Okay, it is having a length that is 172 kilometers. Okay, so coming back to the, you can say, question over here, the Tawa River is the longest tributary of the Narmada River originating in the Mahadev Hills. So yes, this is true. So we can say that both the statements are true. Option C would be your right answer. Now we have taken this question to tell you that Tawa is the longest, because there are certain maps which are not to scale, and because of which that tributary might be shown in a having a shorter distance. Okay, but anyways, Tawa is the longest tributary of Narmada River. Okay, now moving further, question number 3. Consider the following statement about Omkareshwar floating solar project. Statement 1 is it is located on river Tapi in Madhya Pradesh. Statement 2 is it is the largest floating solar park in India. Statement 3 is the project aims to significantly reduce the carbon emissions by 2.3 lakh tons of CO2, supporting India's goal of achieving the net zero emission by 2070. Okay, so statements if we look at, okay, so our main focus will be on the Tapi river, and then we will be seeing that where this Omkareshwar floating solar project is. Okay, now looking at the first statement, it is located on the Tapi in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this is your Omkareshwar floating project in MP, and when we are talking about the, you can say, the river, that is on the Narmada River. Okay, that is on the Narmada River, and when we are talking about this is the largest floating solar park in India, so no, it is not the largest, it is the second largest. Okay, so you can tell me the what is which one is the first largest, and that you can answer me in the comment box. Okay, now coming to the third one, the project aims to significantly reduce the carbon emission by 2.3 lakh tons of CO2, supporting India's goal of achieving net zero emission by 2070. This statement is correct. So you can say that only 3, option C would be a right answer. Now coming to the project, if we talk about, this is the project which is there in MP on Narmada River, so that is there. Okay, now coming to the renewable energy goals, if we talk about with respect to India, here you can see India want to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2070. That statement is given, we have discussed about that. Now produce 5 million tons of green hydrogen by 2030. That is one of the you can say aspirational goal of India with respect to the green hydrogen. Then 57 solar parks, and then we have wind energy offshore target to get 30 gigawatt by 2030. Okay, so these are the goals which we want to actually achieve. Now when we talk here, you can see the wind energy here 42.02 is given, and we are saying that 30 gigawatt by 2030. Here we are talking about the offshore target. Okay, so this is overall we are talking about the offshore only. Other than that, you can see we have the large hydro power capacity, that is 46.51 gigawatts. Okay, we have a small hydro power, that is 4.83 gigawatts. We are talking about solar, if it is 64.38 gigawatts. Okay, and then biopowers and wind is also part of your renewable energy. Okay, and if we think about the renewable energy, India is the world's third largest producer of the renewable energy. That is an important fact which you can remember. Now moving further, question number 4. Regarding Great Indian Bustard, consider the following statement. First is it is considered India's most critically endangered bird. Second, in India it is only found in Rajasthan. Third is it is considered the flagship grassland species representing the health of the grassland ecology. You have to choose the correct ones. Now Great Indian Bustard, if we are talking about GIB, we have actually talked about it various times. So it is clear that it is not found or you can say that it is not only found in Rajasthan. There are other states also wherein we have seen the population of GIB. So statement 2 becomes incorrect. Okay, now considering the first one, it is considered India's most critically endangered bird. Yes, it is true. Then second, third one is it is considered the flagship species in the grasslands. So this is also true. You can say that 1 and 3 is correct. They are asking you how many, so 2 would be correct. Option B would be your right answer over here. Okay, now talking about the GIB, Great Indian Bustard, the state bird of Rajasthan. So this fact is important because it is state bird of Rajasthan, and it is not only found in Rajasthan. There are other states where it is found, like Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, also Karnataka. We have seen that. Okay, Now here you can see it is considered India's most critically endangered bird. It is considered flagship grassland species representing the health of the grassland ecology. Its population is confined mostly to Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay, and small population is also there in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so that is there. You can, if we are talking about the GIB, these are the areas where we find GIB Great Indian Bustard. Here you can see in Rajasthan, Gujarat, the most population will be found over there, and then other states like MP, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, they are also having some population of GIB. Okay. Other than that, if we look at GIB, there are certain threats. Okay, the habitat is being reduced. There is activities like you can say poaching. Other than that, if we look at there is this medicine diclofenac, so because of which also they are getting harmed. Other than that, there are power cables or the power lines which are going through, and since GIB or the Great Indian Bustard is having a poor vision, because of which they encountered with these power lines and they are dying. So these are certain threats which are there with respect to the Great Indian Bustard. Okay. Now moving further, question number 5. Consider the following statement about Saint Martin's Island. It is located in region of Arabian Sea. Statement 2 is the island is close to border between Bangladesh and Myanmar. Third is it is the only coral island in India. Which of the following statements are correct? Okay. Now Saint Martin Island has been in news because recently you know that Bangladesh has been going through some kind of you can say internal issues, domestic issues are there, and because of which their former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has actually fled from Bangladesh and seek asylum in India, and because of which Bangladesh has been in news. And when we are talking about this Saint Martin's Island that is there, and USA also wanted to establish a military base over there, so that is why it was in the news. Now it is located in the region of Arabian Sea. Now since we are saying that it is in the area of Bangladesh somewhere, so this is incorrect, so that would not be correct statement. Second is this island is located to the border between Bangladesh and Myanmar. This statement is true. Here you can see when we are talking about this island, this is located somewhere over here, that is Myanmar, and this is parts of Bangladesh. So you can say it is between Bangladesh and Myanmar. So that is there. This is how this island is basically looking. And now here you can say it is only coral island in India. Now it is not in India, this is in Bangladesh. Okay, so this statement is also incorrect. So we can say that only they are asking you about the correct statements. Only 2 would be correct. Option A would be your right answer. Okay, so that is there. Now coming to the next one, that is basically question number 6. Consider the following statement. There are certain places which are given and then there are locations are given. Okay, you have to see which of them are correctly matched. Okay, now Drishti River, Tibet, Desarghatta Lake, that is Jammu and Kashmir, and Hokersar wetland, that is Karnataka. Now when we are talking about Drishti River, that is basically in Tibet. Here you can see in this particular map, here you can see this is Tibet area, the brown area is of Tibet, and from here it is located starting and then moving into China. Okay, so from Tibet it is moving into China. So Drishti is basically in Tibet. So we can say that yes, that is basically correct. Okay. Now coming to the second one, which is basically your Hesarghatta Lake, Jammu and Kashmir. Now when you hear the word this Ghatta, okay, so you must have heard the Bannerghatta, etc. So Hesarghatta, Bannerghatta, these are the, you can say, areas which are there in, you can say, Karnataka, in the vicinity of Bangalore. Okay, so this word if you see, so you can say that these are belonging to Karnataka. In general, I am telling you there can be some exception, but if you are not aware of anything, that would be used for a good guesswork. Okay, so Hesarghatta, that is basically in Karnataka and not Jammu and Kashmir. So basically what they have done is they have interchanged it. Then Hokersar, that is basically in Jammu and Kashmir. So these 2 are incorrect. First is only correct, that they have asked you which are correctly matched. So only one, A would be your right answer over here. Okay. Now moving to the next part, here you can see here in the Karnataka, in here we have Hesarghatta, that is basically in the vicinity of Bangalore. Here we have Mysore. Okay, so that is there. Now coming to the next one, that is basically Hokersar. So here you can say in Jammu and Kashmir, if we talk about, this is Hokersar somewhere over here. Okay, so this is part of Jammu and Kashmir. So that is there. Now coming to the next one, that is question number 7. Huayin Lalong is an ancient martial art form and belongs to which of the following states of India? Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, or Uttarakhand. Okay, recently you must have heard the name Manu Baker. okay, and because of the you can say Olympic Games, she was quite in news, and she has told that, or you can say she has given credit of her success to various factors, and one of the factor was this particular martial art. Okay, so this is from the state of Manipur. Option C is your right answer. Here you can see there are certain factors, or you can say certain elements we'll be discussing about this art. This is a picture of this Huayin Lalong. This is an art form, martial art form, which is practiced in Manipur. Okay, so that is from Manipur area. Here you can see Huayin Lalong is a traditional Meitei martial art form. So this is belonging from the community that is Meitei. It is one of the India's martial arts originating from Manipur. In the Meitei language, Huayin means war, and Lalong or Lenlong means, you can say, net or knowledge or art form. Okay, so this is a martial art form, so that is why war related art form is there. Huan Lalong consists of two sub forms, that is Thang Ta, that is from they are also from the Manipur, that is armed compact, and then Sarit Sarak, that is unarmed fighting. Okay, so when we are talking about the Huan Lalong, there are two sub forms which are there. One is armed and second is unarmed. Okay, so Thang Ta and Sarit Sarak, these are the two forms. You can remember that because they might be important from your art and cultures point of view. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now moving to the last part, that is basically the question number 8. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding India's landslide susceptibility map, that is ILSM? When we are talking about this landslide susceptibility map, which has been quite important recently, because there was this landslide in Wayanad which has happened, and there was some casualties also, and because of which we are talking about landslides recently. So when we are talking about these options over here, you can see 13.17% of countries is susceptible to the landslide, and that 4.75% is a very highly susceptible area. Okay, now when we are talking about these facts, I would like to tell you that this is correct. When we talk about landslides, 13.17% of our country is susceptible to landslide, and when we are talking about the very high susceptibility, that is 4.75%. Okay, then moving further, Sikkim has the highest proportion of the land, that is 57.6% vulnerable to landslide. In the proportion to the area of the state, that is 57% of that particular area is susceptible to landslide, and that is why this statement is correct, because they are talking about the proportion. So Sikkim has the highest proportion. Okay, so that statement is also correct. Now outside of the Himalayas, Kerala is the most vulnerable state with over 14% of its landmass in the very high susceptibility category. Okay, so this statement is also correct, because recently in Kerala we have witnessed the landslide in the Wayanad. Okay, and then moving further, option number D, in the Himalayan states, Jammu and Kashmir has the largest landslide prone area. Now this statement is incorrect. Okay, because when we are talking about the Himalayan states, we have other states as well which are having more area than the Jammu and Kashmir, which is susceptible to landslide. Okay, so option D would be your right answer over here. Now look at this particular map over here. This map is talking about the susceptibility to landslide. Okay, so here you can see this is the area of Himalayas. Okay, so this is the area of Himalayas which is susceptible. Again, then these Purvanchal Himalayas are also susceptible. This is area of Sikkim which is susceptible. Okay, other than that, Western Ghats, if we look at here, Western Ghats are susceptible to this you can say landslide activity, and maximum here you can see this area over here, that is maximum susceptible, and that is in Kerala. Okay, and if we are talking about the maximum susceptibility in the Himalayan region, considering the area, here you can see Arunachal Pradesh is that particular area. Okay, Arunachal Pradesh has the highest area with respect to the landslide susceptibility, but when we are talking about the proportion, okay, so that is Sikkim. Okay, I hope that is clear. Moving further, here you can see this is the facts which has been discussed from the this particular map as well as the question. We have discussed all these facts, so you can go through these facts which are given over here. We have discussed that the Sikkim has the highest proportion of the land which is vulnerable to landslide, that is 57.6. We have discussed that Arunachal Pradesh has the largest absolute area at the risk of the landslide. Okay, in the non-Himalayan region, we have discussed that Kerala has the most susceptibility, and when we are talking about this recent you can say developments, we can say that the Eastern Ghats has been identified as the new landslide prone zones in the map. You must have seen that in this particular area we have not shown that Eastern Ghats are susceptible, but recently the study shows that the Eastern Ghats are also prone to landslides. Okay, so these are the facts which we have discussed. Here you can see 13.17 of India's geographical area is susceptible to landslides, and if we talk about the very high susceptibility, that is 4.75%. okay, so that is about the landslides and their susceptibility. Now moving to the last part, that is basically your practice question. Here you can see which of the following passes in Ladakh serves as the gateway between Zanskar and the Ladakh region, and it is known for its stunning view and treacherous conditions: Nathula, Baralachala, Jojila and Rohtang Pass. So you can attempt this question and answer in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, have a good day. Thank you, and if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.